Race 2, set to go live from Daytona momentarily. And buddy, do we got a stat field and a lot of big names. Landon Vellick in the field, Evan Carlbon, Freddie Bazinez, Daniel Falkenham. Vincentine Guerrero's in the field. Cody and Eagles looks to return to victory lane. And so many others. 2 minutes remaining in warm-ups. Right now, minute and a half remaining. David McCullough back in the field along with Kenneth and Joshua McCullough. Joshua McCullough, however, race control for this one, will not attempt the 2 in a row. Danny Barnes right now rolling out. Malik Ray in the field. Callum Wynn as well. Ethan Eckert. Well, 35 seconds remaining before the main event. All right. The starting lineup for tonight goes as follows for race number 2. Daniel Falkenham, Keller Wynn on the front row. Malik Ray, Ethan Eckert, row 2. Row 3, Matt Lee, Cody Nichols. Row 4, Steve Sizemore, Stephen Miles. Right out top 10 will be Richard Elliott, David Flanagan. In the Fast 12, Jackson Byes and Wyatt Gray. Chase Mastrella, Justin Millicard, Jack Shack teammates roll off from row 7. Row 8, Danny Barnes and Buster Malcolm. David McCullough and Nathan Harper roll off from row 9. Row 10, Freddie Bazinez and Landon Vellicky. Dylan Jones, Joshua McCullough rolls off for row 11. Row 12, Evan Carlbon, Christian Martinez. Row 13, Vincent T. Guerrero, Cameron Craighead. Deep in the field, Kenneth McCullough, Justin Johnson both have to make up a lot of ground. As does Mark Vondell, Max Daniel. Vondell going for his second straight top 5. And they will round out the field for tonight. 38 laps. Alright. Pace car in this time. It'll be Falky and McCallum bringing us down. We're rolling from Daytona. Down and back straight away. Callum Wren already to the early advantage. Falkenham dropping back. Callum Wren, Eckert 3 by 3 further back. At the line. Callum Wren leads lap number 1. Oh, and they're wrecking already. David McCullough, meatball flag. Kenneth McCullough, black flag. What in the name of Mike? Steve Sizemore already took it back to the pits. No fast repair for tonight, so more than likely these drivers are already done. See what happened. Oh, Buster gets loose in the trouble and a round they go. How's David McCullough gonna meatball in all this? No, he didn't. Pecking right on board with a couple drivers here. First with Steve Sizemore, whose night will end prematurely. Next on board, Buster Malcolm. The first caution of the night comes on lap number 1 and Keller Wynn. Right now, your leader over Eckert, Malik Ray, Stephen Miles, Cody Neagles, the top 5. Couple drivers stay under this caution. Cody Neagles, one of them. Matt Lee and Cameron Craig hit both. Everybody else starting to come down this time. Alright, to re-rack it. A couple drivers coming back in, so we'll just re-rack the top 10. Cody Neagles, Matt Lee, Tyler Wynn, Cameron Craig and Craighead, Ethan Eckert, the top 5. Malik Ray, Justin Miller, Stephen Miles, David Flanagan, Chase Mastrutta, your top 10. Alright. So Cody Neagles, Matt Lee brings them down through the dog leg and into the tri-oval. 33 laps to go. We're rolling again from Daytona. Tyler Wynn already up the middle into Cody Neagles. Hell of a save by Cody Neagles. 3 wide, down the back straightaway. Craighead trying to pull that middle lane along with Ethan Eckert. Never mind, Tyler Wynn in that middle lane, sorry. Eckert trying to tend to that bottom with Stephen Miles, Chase Mastrutta, as Matt Lee will bring him off of turn number 4. Cody Neagles with a big run. Getting pushed by Justin Millicar and David Flanagan at the line. Give it to Cody Neagles. Neagles, Millicar, the top 2. 3 by 3 all the way back. Still works down the back straightaway. Right on board with a couple of drivers that's in this scrap right now. First, Nathan Harper. Greg Head. Pole setter Daniel Falkenham. Right now running 15th. Just inside this hornet's nest, as I like to call it. For one mistake, and everybody goes flying apart. Brady Bazinez right behind him. Right now, Ethan Eckert leads at Daytona. Stephen Miles, Millicar come together. Again, one mistake was sending this field flying apart. And it almost happened there. Eckert. Oh, Matt Lee! In the chestnut strutter. There they go. Or did they? A couple drivers in the grass. Christian Martinez. They did go around. Kyler Wynn involved. Meatball damage for Wynn. His night will be done. All right, go back and look at it. Another car comes down. It's hard to say if Bagley gets into Matt Lee or not. Lee and Tillman strutting there. For there, they stack up behind them. Nathan Harper gets a piece of this. The 18 gets a piece of it. Buster, or not Buster, but Justin Johnson gets a piece of this. 18 of Wyatt Graded PGR 500 champion involved in this. First off, run on board with Stephen Miles and we'll get a good look at this. Yep. Looks like Miles comes up in the lead. Take one more look at it here. We'll ride on board a couple other drivers. Millicar cuts to the bottom of Eckert. Okay, hold up. I might stand corrected. Lee might come down into the 22. Just another reason why we're not race control. That's for Wyatt Gray, Kyler Wynn, and others. Their nights will more than likely be done. I don't know about Wyatt Gray. I don't think that damage is all that bad. Right on board with him. I say that. Two big shots. Kyler Wynn's on board. All it takes is one mistake. That's all it takes. And you know what? I am surprised that not more drivers got took out in this whole scrap. Kyler Wynn sits on pit road, and again, just about sure his night and hopes to win will be dashed. As right now, Justin Miller car leads over Cody Nichols, Cameron Craighead, Stephen Miles, David Flanagan. Top 5, Falkenham, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, Evan Carlbon, and Jackson Bice, the top 10. Alright. Right now, drivers on the repair list. Justin Johnson, a minute worth of damage so far. Vincent Guerrero, Matt Lee Martinez, Evan Carlbon, Mark Vondell. Add Kevin McCullough to the list at minute 21, and this is not. Okay, now it's updating. Wyatt Gray, minute 31. Chase Mastrutta, minute 36. Richard Elliott rolling back out. Mark Vondell, a couple of them came in to pit. Christian Martinez under this last caution. There you see Guerrero rolling out. Right now, Kyler Wynn in the garage getting repairs done in that 23 machine. Buster Malcolm, Steve Sizemore have called it a night. Alright. Try this again with 27 laps to go. We're rolling again. 26 actually. Go ahead, Daniel Falkenham. Working out inside lane. Malik Ray goes up in the middle, waiting for Ethan Eckert to get to his back bumper. As right now, Miller Car Craighead leads the bottom lane along with Flanagan, Carlbon, Lane, and Velicky. Jack Shack in numbers tonight. First, third, fourth. Velicky drops back to, I believe, somewhere around the 6th spot. Flanagan in front of Malik Ray. That's going to be tight. They keep it straight. David McCullough up in the mix. As Evan Carlbon leads, 25 laps to go. He'll jump in front of Velicky. Making a Jack Shack 1-2-3 on the outside lane, but here it comes Eckert and Malik Ray. David Flanagan and Bazinez up the middle. Danny Barnes. Stephen Miles trying to add their name into the mix. 24 to go. Flanagan all out of shape, drops down to the bottom front of Elite Ray. Gonna stack up that middle and that bottom and middle lane as soon as I get the words out. Right now, it is all the Jack Shack. 1, 2, and 3. Karen Craig, Cody Eagles, the top 5. Meanwhile, 3x3. We're in the 5th spot. Flanagan still working that middle lane. Trying to pull Danny Barnstead from miles win him. He thinks twice about it. Danny Barnes looks to split the Jack Shack. Barnes, Miles, and others coming. Chase Mastretta up into the mix. Barnes down to the bottom. Danny Barnes like he shot out of a cannon. Yeah, but quickly to run phase. Elite Ray forced out down below WL line. Right now it is still Evan Carbon leading. Bazinez forced below the yellow line, gets out of shape. Gonna try and come back up. Nobody lets him. There comes Miles and Mastretta right back on the middle lane. Barnes trying to pull that bottom lane back together. To go. Right now making a Jack Shack 1, 2, 3, and 4. Carbon, Veliky, Mastretta, Justin Millicar. 19 to go. The lap leaders so far tonight go against Farlow. Evans led so far the most. Millicar left 4. Keller win. Cody Needles both 3. Everybody else 1. Calm before the storm. Danny Barnes. Big issues for Danny Barnes. See what happened. Slow down and back straight away. This on the apron. Alright, the motor let go. Well, for Danny Barnes, the night will come undone. 16 laps too soon. Right now, drivers below the double. Bazinez, Kenneth McCullough. Keep it straight. White Gray in jeopardy of going one lap down. That's going to be tricky here, but he ain't going to know where to go. Everybody gives a move. Well, it's still a Jack Shack. 1, 2, and 3. Craig Kennedy Eckert lined up with them. Everybody's starting to migrate to that top side majority field. Estrada's still trying to lead that middle lane, as is Stephen Miles trying to lead the bottom. Give McCullough a fast lap of the race. Last time by 48,700. McCullough back in the 19th spot as Mastrada. Couple drivers out of shape. Brady Bazinez. One of them a big time lose, so he will lose the draft. .13 laps to go. I'll be honest with you, it seems like that middle and bottom lane, they cannot get nothing rolling. The field works down the back straight away. 12 laps to go. Has been Evan Carlbon since the second caution. Right now it's left 14 laps so far tonight. Ten to go. Cameron Craighead down on the bottom. Rest assured. There comes Matt Lee up the middle with Guerrero. Oh, buddy. They're just waiting to get these lanes formed up. There he's in the middle lane. Starting to get some help as Matt Lee storms up the middle lane side by side with Eckert. Here comes Flanagan back down to the bottom. McCollum, Mark Vondale, Richard Elliott right behind him. 3 MMS cars behind the Lone Jack Shack of David Flanagan. Meanwhile, Flanagan's teammates still occupy 1, 2, and 3 on the outside. 8 to go. Ethan Eggert going to try to bring that middle lane back. Bottom lane's completely dissipated. Well, the outside lane has been dominant tonight. Eggert's still side by side for the 4th spot with Nathan Harper working on Justin Miller's car. Six to go. Right on board with the 58. Guerrero's going to try to make something happen on the bottom. Accurate by Stephen Miles, Mastrona, Cameron Craighead. Still trying to work that middle. 5 to go. Track tip right now, 67 degrees. It is not. Track probably does not have what it needs to make all 3 lanes. Even like we see during the daytime. Be 4 to go next time by. Does anybody have anything left? Top 3 power ahead on the outside lane. White Gray. Going to force them to go to the bottom. Oh! There they go! Accurate Harper to the wall. There's the big one, boys. Wyatt Gray, Cody Nichols is in it. Stephen Miles and Ethan Eckert. Miles' night is done. Unknown for Nathan Harper yet. Unsure what the issue was with Wyatt Gray. Hold on, let's look at it first. See what happened. Take it from the blimp cam. Cody Neal's night comes to an end. We're about to put Wyatt Gray another lap down. Wyatt. Alright, hold on. It might not be on Gray. You calm down. We'll leave it up to race control. Go with Ethan Eckert. Alright, here we go. Roll the footage. So Wyatt's alright, so we'll stay on the outside. Millicar makes slight contact with Ethan Eckert. Eckert into Nathan Harper. Harper into Wyatt Gray. I might take back what I said partially about Wyatt Gray. And Eckert comes down, tags Cody Nichols and Stephen Miles both. And hard into the wall goes Miles. Hard into the wall goes Nichols. Well, I mean, just as a commentator standpoint, does not happen if Gray goes to the bottom. I mean, sure you have the whole line down there to work with, but everybody been running that outside lane the majority of the night. I don't know. It's hard to really say. The end result, however, it will take out a lot of front runners. Well, third caution of the night. This one here will go down with some controversy, to say the least. Ethan Eckert done for the night. Wyatt Gray in the pits as well. Drivers on the repair list. Good God Almighty, what a big list! It's going to take more time to say who's on the list than what it is just to read it. Right now, to give an update, Ethan Eckert, Wyatt Gray in the garage. Stephen Miles back into the pits as well. Danny Barnes done for a night. Mechanical failure underneath the hood under number 7. He'll finish 25th. Kyler Wynn still in the garage making repairs, but more than likely done for the night. Buster Malcolm, Steve Sizemore officially retired from the race tonight. What else? Hold on, let me reread that. Alright, this will be the first of 2 green-white checkered attempts. I'm going to assume that the second one is going to mean that they're green to the end. Alright. Pace car's in. First attempt at green-white checkered. We're rolling from Daytona again. Dash shot trying to make it a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lestrada on the bottom of the caution is out. Cunning Eagles in it. Matthew Lee, Nathan Harper, Justin Johnson, Meatball Damage, David Flanagan, Kenny McCullough, Kenny. Richard Elliott, David Shadat Machine as well, Mark Vondell. The second straight top, or the third straight top 5 will not come tonight. Let's look at it. Ooh. Malik Ray. Oh, and they're just going to wad it up big. What in the world happened? Look, okay, let's see. First off, where's the car? I think it's Richard Elliott. That's not Richard Elliott. Possibly Falkenham. Trying to identify that. It is Falkenham. Alright, roll the footage. Malik just not clearing, that is all she wrote. Everybody goes up into the outside retaining wall. David McCullough gets involved in this. Add him to the list. Right off the board with Falkenham. David McCullough's on board. Lone representative of Elite Motorsports gets caught up in this one. Richard Elliott. So this will be the one attempt, or the last attempt at green white checkered. Tree Racket. Justin Miller, Carl Lane, Keith Jackson Vines, Chase Mastrota, Dylan Jones. The top 5. Guerrero, Craig Evan Martinez. Top 8. Matt Lee and Evan Carbon will be the top 10. Alright, final attempt. We're rolling. Matt Lee immediately splits Martinez 3 wide. Does not matter. Millicar found his teammates. And right now is Jack Shack 1, 2, 3, and 5th. On the outside. Down the back straightaway. White flag, 1 to go. Evan down to the bottom. Him and Jackson Byers make contact. Well, kind of stall at the bottom momentarily. Lee won't have to help. Right now, Jack Shack 1, 2, and 3. Oh! Neos, they save it. No, they don't. There goes Bassinez. Lee down to the bottom. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Justin Millicar. Millicar, Veliky at the line. Millicar takes it. Veliky second. Mastretta completes the 1-2-3. Matt Lee, Evan Carbon, your top five. Welcome back to Victory Lane, Justin Millicar. So you can't talk to old Justin Millicar. Justin Millicar, welcome back to MMS Victory Lane.
Hello, hello.
Take us through the night. After that second caution, it looked like the plan was simple for the Jack Shack. 1, 2, 3 up to that final caution. Take me through them final two restarts.
Yeah, we were tight on fuel. Unfortunately, Carbon had to pit. He actually made a crazy recovery to finish fifth, so I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I didn't really do anything. I'm not. It's still exciting to win and stuff, but wasn't anything crazy. Yeah.
Or was the plan just to try to preserve a 1, 2, 3 finish for the Jack Shack? Or was it pretty much the best one's going to win because there ain't no telling what happens at the end of these races?
I don't know. It was a lock. I feel like, to be honest, from the beginning. It was. I don't know if I ever saw a world where we didn't cash. To be honest, just because of how many people we had working together and stuff. So.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Shout out to the Jack Shack. Shout out to you for broadcasting. The 30 other people in the Discord call working with us, and everyone that shows up every week and watches. So appreciate everyone. And yeah, glad to have you in Victory Lane.
My buddy, hell of a job tonight. Justin Millicar comes on your winner tonight for MMS. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job.
Thank you, sir. Have a great one.
You too, boss. And Landon Velick, you have to wait just a minute for sharing the screen. Landon, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Well, second place run, the second of the Jack Shack top three. Take us to the night for the 62. Looked pretty simple up until that second caution came out.
Oh, it was pretty simple the whole race. It was pretty good. Once we got the track position, it's pretty easy in these trucks. Just kind of sit where you are, and just win the race from there. And then, as tradition, get accused of manipulating a restart by the same people that do the exact same things. It's pretty hilarious to me. But yeah, second place, I'll take it. It was what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for all of us. 6. 1 through 6 tonight. Hell yeah, that's really good. I didn't even want to do this. I hate money racing. It's the worst thing on this planet. But yeah, every time I seem to go away and then come back, I end up cashing, and I did. I cheated though, of course. Like, I cheated on a restart. Evidently, that's news
Cheat.
to me.
Well, buddy, hell of a job nonetheless. Last question I got for I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Jack Shack and Nightmare, I guess. You for broadcasting, Kenny for the race. I want to give whatever the opposite of a shout out is to Josh McCullough for muting my chat when I was trying to make an actual argument when someone was accusing me of shit. Or excuse me, sorry. Sorry, I forgot we're in an interview. My bad. Trying to accuse me of something quite stupid. That's, I'm half joking, but yeah, I don't know. Guess that's about it. Oh, shout out mom and dad for watching too. At least that's pretty good to come back and get a second. I wanted to win, but Matt kind of screwed it up for me on what my plan was on the backstretch. I knew Chase was going to go with me if I made a move, and Matt kind of got next to him and couldn't go anywhere. So, but happy Justin won, and yeah, I guess that's about it.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Landon Velicky comes home second from Daytona. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate it.
Yep. Right now, I do not see Chase Mastretta available for an interview, so we're going to go ahead and go through the final results. At the end of it, Justin Millicar, your winner. Landon Velicky, Chase Mastretta, Matt Lee, Evan Carlbot in the top 5. Cody Nichols, Malik Ray, Cameron Craig, Vincentine Guerrero, Christian Martinez rounds out your top 10. Dylan Jones, Daniel Falkenham, Nathan Harper, Mark Vondell, Kenneth McCullough Jr. will round out the top 15. David McCullough, Richard Elliott, Jackson Byes, the top 18. On further down, Freddie Bazinez, David Flanagan, Justin Johnson, Stephen Miles, Ethan Eckert, Wyatt Gray, Danny Barnes, the top 25. Kyler Wynn, Bustin Mackham, and Steve Sizemore will round out the field for tonight. And with that being said, appreciate everybody watching tonight. Next time we see it will be MMS on Wednesday. And until then, everybody, have a good night. Thank you for watching.